Test. Hello. Did you find a girlfriend yet? Hello. You didn't? Goddamn. You will get the chance soon, TM Trust. Okay. Uh, who is blue side? We are blue side. Mr. Snipes. Snipes is part of Golden Dawn. Who will win game 1? Yes, you're still muted. How can I help you? It's evening, but good evening to you. How have you been? So tired, you say? Your brain must be gone. Yeah. Golden Dawn blue side and HAKUNA MATATA on the red side. So I'll getting the poll rolling and Mysticons. Well, as a matter of fact, since I don't have a girlfriend and I tend to play the bottom lane role, be it AD carry or support, I think chances are pretty bad. I think. But it's a secret, and don't tell anyone. It's a secret. If you start playing the jungle role, you'll attract every one of the Yumi mains, and there are plenty of them that are female. If you are male, but you just gotta be careful to not get, I guess, the wrong kind of Yumi main, unless you want that, of course. You don't want to support Eagle? Oh shit. No, I don't have one. One might say by choice, other might say unfortunately not by choice, but huh? So, somebody in my ear just told me that you wanted a support e-girl initially, and now you don't want one? Something doesn't quite add up to your narrative here. We need to get to the bottom of this. Well, let's put it this way. If a Yumi player is called Queen Maria, I think chances are pretty high that it's a lady. My ear is an earring. The true. Reverse image search. So you don't get a catfish, a Tom Kench. Queen Maria seems like a guy name. Well, you're meeting quite the interesting guys. Wait. Huh? Why do I see... Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I see a comment in my OBS, but I don't see it in the YouTube chat. Huh? Coffee. I guess you just use the word that YouTube doesn't want to show, but I'm seeing the word. It's just so weird because I only see it on my OBS. Huh. Well, I don't stream on Twitch. Uh-oh. The admin lady now moved over. Huh. It's kind of weird. Coffee, can you type anything? Like anything. Like literally anything. Yeah, but the thing is, I see the message on OBS. But why do I not see it in the YouTube chat? So can you type anything? Like, preferably without an insult, so we can, double check. So weird. Yeah, okay, you can't say this. I can see it in my OBS, but I can't see it in YouTube chat. Damn. Hello. How does it make any sense? Why? YouTube propaganda. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Interesting. That is a competitive match of the zoo tournament. Cause you have top chat on? Yeah, I need to have top chat on though. Chris, how would you say these guys compare to 5 brain cells? Well, I think Golden Dawn could come around the corner with a smashing performance. But am I mistaken? Did Team HAKUNA Matata already play a game? Let me check my schedule, cause when was their last game? You played against Period. I think they didn't play a game yet. So since you played, I think you played really well into Team Period, if I'm not mistaken. You had a really strong control once you got back into it, if I'm not mistaken. I think against Team Golden Dawn, it could be a close one. And since I haven't seen Team HAKUNA Matata play, it's difficult to say. Can I learn? What is this tournament? It's a community tournament where people of so everyone can participate unless their ping is too high. So you need to be in the European region or in the at least MENA region. So your ping isn't too high, and then you're split apart into different elo brackets. Challenger and Sovereign gets their own bracket, which is the Showmakers Cup, and the Playmakers Cup is the lower bracket, where Grandmaster and below are playing against each other. Lee Sin and Talon, which is better to climb? Lee Sin is the objectively easier and more overtuned champion, so play Lee Sin. If you want to be a cool guy that plays cool champions that have skill expression, well, stick to Talon more than you can stick to Lee Sin. You'll at least feel cool. Can you imagine? I played Honor of Kings today. Yeah, but the thing, like, the term is already ongoing, so it's a tad too late. Unfortunate. Any reactions after the tournament? No, I have to immediately stop stream and go over because I have event coverage for our company. So yeah, today is a busy day, and tomorrow will also be a busy day. But maybe tomorrow I can squeeze in reactions. Perhaps, mayhaps, we shall see. Okay, welcome back, Sam. What seems to be the problem? Ah. And thanks for the comments about the Viego bugs. It's very nice to see them because it's like this champion is the king of bugs, so the more you know about the bugs, the more interesting things become. Like, let's put it this way. I don't have any idea about Honor of Kings. It looks so weird, but from what I've seen so far, you press every button and you can just basically press it on cooldown. Because there's literally no ult cooldowns, like it's just 15 seconds or something. You just spam everything. So weird. Okay. As a little introduction for the teams, before we hop right into the game, we have Team HAKUNA Matata against Team Golden Dawn. Hello. So is Mozilla coming? Is he actually? Okay. So I have to. Would have been nice to know a little bit earlier so I can actually fix everything I want to fix, but I guess here we go again. So I have to, yeah, I got Gigascam, so now I have to adjust every single thing of the audio again, so you don't kill me, so I have to make you. Okay, I will unmute you guys on the stream now. Can you start speaking, Mozilla, so the stream chat might be able to hear you?
Hello, 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 hello.
Okay, I
hello.
need a little feedback from stream chat if you can hear him. Okay. How long will this tournament go? I think the finals are on the 17th and 16th of March. We see Team Golden Dawn banning the Wukong, and we see Team HAKUNA Matata banning Camille. Who is this sexy guy talking? He is also single, so your boyfriend application may be sent to him. Karakop also glazing Mozilla after Team Golden Dawn just missed a ban.
You should stop glazing and start playing properly instead of inting.
Inting Sion? They also missed a ban.
I think that's just respect, you know?
True.
You don't want to take a free ban.
So we already know Team Golden Dawn. They are players of the guild FFG. And they created this team to play like in a set 5Q environment. And they were like, well, let's have some fun in a competitive environment and let's go towards this tournament. Meanwhile, Team HAKUNA Matata is an Arabic team that's also participating in the EMEA Rift Legends, like the bigger competitive tournament we have. And it consists of former competitive players from KS, Government, A&B, and Team Rod, if anyone is familiar with these. Go Golden Dawn, we have the first fan in chat already. The Hecarim ban. Look at them. They're respecting the no ban. In all honesty, Mysticon is in chat, Yumi is being picked. Coincidence? Mozilla, what do you think? Is it a coincidence that we see another Yumi first pick?
I think there's just a bunch of cute little kittens in this tournament.
Ooh. Okay. Mysticon, that's your call, by the way. Gragusi and Shen.
You don't know which one of these is going jungle. Because it's actually probably both these champions' preferred role.
Imagine they just bamboozle all of us and it's going to be Senna, Gragusi bot lane. A Diana. Or Diana. Rarely seen that one in a competitive environment for a long time. When live gameplay? Well, technically speaking, you are observing live gameplay. Technically. A Galio pickup. so far, which champions or which team do you favor the most? With blue side being Team Golden Dawn and red side being Team Hakuna Matata. If you just see the first rotation picks. Oh,
Okay, another jungler is locked in. Okay, on the blue side we have 3 AP champions, and on the red side we have 3 junglers. You never know what's gonna happen.
And there's a Kha'Zix into a Yuumi. Zeri has been removed from the game.
Yeah, you need to start banning these hyper carries, because they definitely need like some heavy AD source on the blue side.
Most definitely not a Lucian game. Or will they do it regardless? Just a full damage Lucian.
Lucian Yuumi is not that good of a lane, because you can't really force any engages with this kind of lane.
I'm here for the Yuumi gameplay. Yes, we know. You are a Yuumi one-trick yourself. We have seen that one. You are no branded. You should rename yourself into Mystic Meow. Is what it is. Varus also taken away. Again, no Varus in the first rotation. Happens over and over again. I'm on Yumi's side, you always are. There's no way you're not on Yumi's side. Dr. Munbro. Any GFs in the chat for Mysticon? Please respond to the calling. He's in desperate need. He actually created his team with the name looking for GF for Mysticon. So if you can hook the guy up, please do me a favor. A Morgana, another jungle locked in.
Is it gonna be the 5 jungle sweep?
A Caitlyn.
Caitlyn Yuumi is a pretty strong lane if you can avoid getting hard engaged on.
So what are they missing? Wait, it could be still a Morgana mid lane. What
so far,
will they be good?
So far I see a Shen top lane, a Gragas support, Morgana mid lane, and Kha'Zix jungle.
Who knows, maybe it's the legendary Kha'Zix mid lane from Faker.
Oh, it's Ezreal jungle. I saw that in a RiftGuides video.
Ah, that guy must have been crazy. If Kirks can hook me up with Mozilla, well, I can give you the contact data. It's no problem. I won't be LFG anymore. Looking for group. Okay.
Which dungeon are we running?
You're raiding, my man. Not even going to dungeon.
Guys, to the people who are applying for Mysticon's girlfriend, please create a ticket at the zoo server and we'll get you sorted out.
Well, that's a call. If there's one call, that's a call. Turning up the lady as well, so she's more audible next time.
Is this gonna be the sponsor segment? Audible?
Yeah, if you subscribe to Audible using the code Kirks X Mysticon GF, you'll get 25% off on your next 3 Audible purchases.
On the next free Audible purchase?
Hey! Don't let me scam them, please. Come on, it's intentionally worded like that.
Okay, so it is gonna be the Kha'Zix jungle, Shen top, Gragas support, Morgana mid. Or actually, it might be Ezreal mid. We don't know.
Nah, no way they're gonna do that one. Uh-oh. Look, he's in the game and is typing in chat already flaming his own gameplay. That is some dedication we love to see. Okay, so for the jungle department, I figure both of them will be more or less AFK in terms of farming. Mid lane also seems very AFK. Not much should be happening in this early game, or what's your take on that one? Where will be the early fights?
I think top lane there's going to be a lot of trading because this is a very set favorite matchup. Apart from that, I feel like once the junglers start getting their first item, their boots and whatever, Kha'Zix has to be very careful because Diana can just delete him instantly.
Ooh, so far down here, something you need to know about Morgana. Morgana can't really do anything during the laning phase. Like, every single time she can only use this second ability, and that's all she has. So the bottom lane of Team Golden Dawn could just run into their faces and beat them up from level 1 onwards, because they really can't defend themselves.
Gragas asserting dominance here, showing that he doesn't need his body slam to win this lane.
Look at them, the Yumi even de-attaching. Now at the same time, trading happening top lane, as Mozilla promised us. Ezreal mid, Ayo, true, you are indeed correct, it is the Ezreal mid lane. Look at them, a lot of action happening down there. So, who do you think gets first blood? Be honest, who gets first blood and how?
I think it's going to be first blood on top lane for the blue side, for Diana, I think, when she roams up after clearing a top side jungle.
Massive wave setup, but why is Diana so slow? What happened? Ooh, having to recall on this wave feels so bad, but Yumi on the other side of the map spotting the Kha'Zix for a brief moment, I believe.
Weird that he's recalling, because he has his jungle on his side of the map. So there's no real reason to recall here, unless you really want your boots completion.
You got the boots go. Is this top lane? Look at that one. That is a slow push into the enemy.
Setting up a slow push and then recalling. That's a bold strategy.
That is a really interesting maneuver. Gragas not forced to recall. Meanwhile, the Gali on the mid lane chilling as well. Will the Ezreal keep this, is the question.
Now there's a timing where Diana can hit 5, and then once Set hits 5 after this wave, he might ult him backwards, get a kill.
Ooh, this play is a little bit forced. They could have rather, like Diana could have checked the Croc camp to be sure, and then once the wave is pushed a little bit more forward, then go for the play you just talked about. But the Gragas is now here, forcing a very interesting rotation to achieve specifically what? Come on, at least push the wave under the tower so the guy can't freeze it. Well, this Shen is in a lot of trouble, still. A lot of trading happening still up there.
A lot
Gragas
of manually aimed dashes that should just be auto-aimed.
just zooming around. Meanwhile, the Gragas is really enjoying his time. He's running around the map, trying to get something done, whereas the Yumi is just, well, being a Yumi, sitting on a friend with a Tear of the Goddess this time. Not much happening so far. Not a lot of action, just some slow-paced gameplay. Set pulling in the Shen up there, but nothing else happens. And yeah, ideally speaking, when you have this Caitlyn, Yumi lane, you want to have the enemy constantly under tower, if possible, to just blast away the playthings. And then once you take this tower, because you have the ability to do this against this enemy team, you want to swap to a lane where you can do the same. Ideally, then up here. Because you really want to take all the playthings on the map on Caitlyn, because otherwise this champion's purpose doesn't really feel so fulfilled.
Yeah, but as you can see, if Gragas is laning with Morgana bot lane, it's very hard to get away into the turret. Because they just Morgana W into Gragas barrel and just clear the wave instantly.
Ooh, the first invade is not really in time. Walking into an empty jungle, you hate to see that one.
Oh, Gragas going in.
With the body slam, dodging the binding, blasting the Gragusi. So far, I think we haven't seen a single game where there was no kills at this time. At least somebody died somehow so far.
Galio is going hard steal into a ranged matchup. Let's see how many stacks he's gonna have.
You have to trust into the process, okay? He just knows that the Ezreal will shift into him. He knows. Another manually aimed taunt up there, as you predicted, as we just seen on the minimap.
And sometimes the more skillful play is actually just not to aim your ability if you know it's gonna hit when you auto aim it.
The classic. Quickly putting the champions next to each other that are actually facing each other. Okay, we have an actual Herald rotation.
Favorite fight. But Yuumi is still bot lane while Gragas is moving up top.
Sinful is waiting in the wings. They'll ooh, what a nice Galio ultimate! Look at the combo!
Combo!
Oh, Sinful, are you gonna get away? The Galio isn't taking any type of damage.
This is the Wombo combo that they drafted in the first couple of picks with Diana and Galio. It's very hard to escape this kind of scenario unless you flash out of Galio's CC.
And the entire gold differential that the Herald will grant you, even more in fact, was just taken away with all these kills going over to Team Golden Dawn. Ooh, Kha'Zix, what are you about to do? He gets the mid lane tower. Now we have to take a good look at the gold differential to see how close it still is. 1k of a differential still in place. Ooh, Ezreal shifting forward, finding Diana, just misses though. And you really dislike to see this. Like, look at the Caitlyn gold. You only have 4.3k against 4.8k of the Morgana, and that's something you really, really do not want to have. Your Caitlyn needs to have a gold lead. It's a very, very rough spot here. Ezreal hits with the ultimate, some poke damage coming out, but the Galio is completely unfazed. Doesn't give a damn. The Yuumi seems to be maxing her first ability. No, she isn't. Just was a lot of damage though.
That also going for Heartsteel. I would have rather liked him rushing Heartsteel than if he wants to go this item, instead of building boots in this matchup.
I mean, there's no kill pressure from Shen on set, right? So you might as well just farm. Farm the stacks of Heartsteel, get to a point where you gain enough health to then use your second ability to completely blow up the enemy backline.
One thing that Caitlyn is going for her is, as long as Gragas doesn't hit an ultimate on her, it's very difficult to get on top of her. You have to get past Set, Galio, and you have to survive a Diana combo essentially, which is something that Kha'Zix, for example, can't really do unless he gets a flank.
And the Yuumi might go for Veil, and since the Kha'Zix can't really kill a guy with a Yuumi on him because, yeah, Q doesn't deal the isolated damage, it's getting more difficult and difficult. Yuumi now has her Ardent completed, now looking for boots.
Caitlyn also finally getting this tower, equalizing the gold difference in bot lane.
This Caitlyn needs a lot more items to be relevant in this game. Ezreal sniping in mid lane, hitting the Caitlyn.
Oh, Galio with the trap.
Again, the game has slowed down significantly. Nothing is really happening. So I suppose unless either team goes for a cheeky invade or like a force play, we have to wait until the next set of objectives spawn. The Caitlyn crit onto the Gragas forehead. Ooh, Gragas! That could have been really dangerous.
I would like Yuumi to start running around with Diana, because this combination is very deadly, especially with how fed Diana is.
Let me see, how much does this grant now? 16 adaptive plus 5.25. Not the most, but given that Yuumi heals so much, it makes Diana such an unstoppable force.
Also the attack speed that Diana profits from a lot. Especially because she doesn't have Nashor, she went Ludens. Having 45% attack speed on you, just basically at all times, is very impactful.
We see like a full push on the sideline, whereas this play is happening on the other side. The Kha'Zix jumps into the Diana, 1 HP left on her, going for a quick combo. The Gragas dies, the Diana is also executed.
Oh!
Kha'Zix lives! Nice
That riding the black shielded Shen into Kha'Zix.
Ooh, you're a goner, Mr. Galio. Say goodbye, say your prayers, flashing after, going for a quick taunt in the wrong direction as it seems, and then just dies. Meanwhile, Caitlyn and Yuumi have recalled, not even pillaging the enemy jungle. That is something you do not like to see. If you don't commit, to come to your team's play up there, you at least have to make something happen on the other side. Take away enemy jungle camps, go for a push, like literally anything, but don't just do nothing, because then the enemy will gain so much while you gain nothing. Also kind of interesting, the Kha'Zix is playing with Ult Evolve.
Also, Caitlyn kind of refusing to stay mid lane, forcing the zero wave clear tank Galio to be on mid lane duty.
Ooh, the Caitlyn now has to enter this dragon area without any assistance, or will they just give up on this dragon? Neither team is in position to actually just do it right now, but now Team HAKUNA Matata is getting closer. Do you think they'll just give up the
scenario.
dragon?
No, I think they're gonna fight, because this is what their team comp is designed to do. Set can cancel Shen ult if he decides to ult.
They got the dragon! Okay,
Set did indeed cancel Shen ult. I think if their engage was a bit more coordinated, they could have just deleted Kha'Zix before any reaction.
So, just a quick question. Why do we see an Executioner's calling on Caitlyn?
Sometimes forever is just one
You see,
second.
when Gragas uses an ability, he restores 6% of his maximum HP.
Not too bad, not too bad. Is it actually 6 in this game? Because I think on PC it got changed. I think it might be less here.
I think on PC it's 8. It might be 4 in this game. Let me check.
Can't check here. It's doomed. Ooh, will the Galio get a Heartless deck? Nope, he doesn't. Well, you know, you have been the guy that has been a hater. You said, how many stacks will the Galio get? It's 221, by the way. He has more than the set. Just putting it out there, you know.
Ooh, he did buy it 1.4k gold earlier as well.
That is just, we will not consider that one. He has more stacks. That's all that counts. Reasoning doesn't matter.
Gragas' passive is actually 7% in this game.
7. Does it scale up a level? Because I don't know.
No, I think it's just 7 flat at all times.
You know, this poor setup there is being busy with Hataka on Ezreal. Diana isn't at a point yet where she can jump the Ezreal and just one-tap him. Caitlyn now getting another turret.
Hydra second.
Very low damage, but like his entire damage now is completely dependent on his second ability. And throwing somebody in that has high HP with his ult.
And also he doesn't have a lot of bonus AD, so the amount of grit he generates is actually limited by the amount of AD he has.
Ooh, Shenfon's in there on the set. Neither top lane has
Hydra.
a lot of stacks.
Yeah, I think Hydra at this point should give you like 55 AD or something, 60 AD I think on completion.
It sadly doesn't tell us in this game. Would love to see.
But Shen is starting to win these trades because he has a lot of percentage max HP damage on his Q. And since Set opted into the Heartsteel build, he's actually not able to contest these waves anymore.
And all these... if you draw the blade through you, it's just so much damage.
Also, Shen is just accelerated and already has his Titanic Hydro completed compared to Set.
Another setup in the top lane department. They're spotted on a ward. Kha'Zix's Able Sword is looking for a play here. Nothing is happening so far. What are they trying to do? Again, the game has slowed down significantly, so we will see a coin flip play eventually that will end the game on the spot. Like, some team is going to make a mistake, but who is it going to be? Morgana has hit 2 items, just one more item, and then it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Drake is going to be very important for this next upcoming fight, but I feel like it's a lot easier for Red Side's team comp now.
Going in?
Oh, Shen is uncontested on the ultimate.
But nothing happens. They just full comboed the tank, one of the tankiest member on the other team and nearly killed him, but the Shen ultimate is just too powerful. Going in
Oh,
again.
they're still going?
Diana gets
Caitlyn
locked on
overclocked.
but doesn't die. Caitlyn is killing the Gragas, but now is isolated against the Kazakhs. Dies against the Kazakhs. It's an absolute massacre.
Diana's still popping off the Diana Yumi combo.
Ooh, but there's just too much damage right now. The Shen is completely blowing her apart, but the Yumi will be able to pop onto a friend again. Everything will be fine. The Kazakhs just evolved mid-fight, by the way. He just evolved mid-fight.
And this was a complete 4v5. Set wasn't even remotely close. Wait, what?
Officer, I'd like to report a murder. What just
Interesting
happened?
decision by Kazakhs. This just means that blue side gets Dragon for free now with no possibility for steal.
Unless. But if you think about the Dragon in this game, it's just an Ocean Soul. Like in reality, how much does this change about the outcome of the game? Because think about this. Ocean Soul only procs if you hit an enemy champion. The entire team outside of Caitlyn is basically just all in. So how much do you actually gain?
They're all building very low damage builds outside of Kazakhs and Diana, obviously. So we saw last team fight dragging on for like at least 45 to 50 seconds. Up until the point where Diana Yumi started popping off. So maybe there's a way where Ocean Soul is gonna make the difference. Also now, the anti-heal on Ezreal is warranted. So he predictively decided he was going to give up Ocean Soul to get his anti-heal value.
Ingenious. Not only a hunter, but ingenious. So do you think that the Caitlyn will be able to carry this game? Like, look at the overall gold. Like, neither team has a lot of gold. Ooh, all in up there. Diana goes for a full combo.
Oh.
The perfectly timed galley ult of the Morgana stasis. There was just no hope for that guy. Meanwhile, Ezreal is getting so much gold in the mid lane.
Chrono recall engaged.
Might even get an inhibitor if they're not basing in time.
This Ezreal will just take this apart instantly, but it's only mid lane with another play up there happening. There's no Nexus Shield anymore. Keep that in mind. Nice flash combo. Another one bites the dust. And the Ezreal is maybe looking for the finish here. Ooh, Ezreal is
potentially
looking.
ult in. Shen is looking for the ult, I think. He's walking back.
Now it's a perfect time to bait them, no? Like, Shen needs to look at the screen right here. He needs to be very aware of what's happening. He needs to ult the moment Diana dashes in. Big mistake.
Diana didn't have her E reset, which they should have known about, but I guess Shen didn't initially see the Q missing.
Like if Diana jumps in and then he comes in with the ultimate, it's a turn. Because then Diana gets exhausted and killed on the spot. And this would be a game-changing thing because now it's Elder.
Now this is a very difficult Elder for red side to play. You have to face check into this extremely
Nice
strong Diana.
binding.
Oh, the binding lands?
But the Kha'Zix jumps in too early. Morgana is doing so much work here. Look at the damage Morgana is doing to all these people. They're burning to death. Caitlyn is dying. She's not auto-attacking.
Oh! She has the Ocean Soul.
Morgana, come on. You can do this. The Morgana. Maybe.
Trying
Prage.
your hardest.
Morgana's trying so hard, but the Elder kills
But
one.
the Elder pops.
Oh, Morgana, can you do it? No! Oh, Monto, you're a goner. The Elder will claim her, and this will most likely mark the end of this game. They have one cannon, they can just tank up here and end the game for them. The Morgana nearly carried the fight on her own. If the Kha'Zix just waited a little bit more, I think they can win this fight. I don't think there was a reason for the Kha'Zix to just jump in already. And if the Morgana had just a tiny bit more time, just a tiny bit, I think they have a chance. What's your take?
Yeah, I mean, you can see how strong these upfront teamfight comps are in less coordinated play. Because you can just decide one target that you want to go for and you just send it all. Which a team comp with Morgana and Kha'Zix can't really do. Because if the roles were reversed in this scenario and you hit a binding on someone, and it's Diana Yumi on the other side, suddenly you just blow Caitlyn up, or you blow the enemy jungler up, and you have a wide open Elder Dragon fight.
Damn. It was so close. But this means Golden Dawn is up 1 game in a best of 3 series. It could have been such a nice. Just imagine, the mid lane play happened like a tiny bit different. The Diana is in because the cooldown comes up again on the Ezreal, and then the Shen ults the Ezreal, and they turn it because then I think the game just ends. But Diana dead, they have just no way of winning anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it was already impressive that the blue side team comp won that 4v5 on Baron Pit. Because I feel like that was the best opportunity they had to come back into the game on the red side.
What a roller coaster. So do they pick... What does Team HAKUNA Matata pick for the side selection? Let me already make sure to start the next poll. My god, shit. We give him the angry Vigar mode. You have to make him know. Team Golden Dawn won game 1. Did they already pick what side you won? They didn't say so yet. What are your expectations for the next game? Do you think that Hakuna Matata is now mentally crushed after this defeat, or do you think they can bounce back and bring it home?
I think they had a decent shot. I think they're just looking to fight fire with fire, and now they're just gonna lock in Yumi first pick. I can see it.
How about, do you remember the typical classic Yasuo comms with Wukong, Rakan, Yasuo, or just bring back the Pantheon global comms that we knew from the Turkish region in the distant past? Like, which team was it that always picked Pantheon? Was it Nasser?
I think it was Bambi. Wasn't Bambi playing, or?
I think so.
Let me check real quick.
True. Bennett.
Oh, was it Swest? No, Swest wasn't playing Pantheon, was he?
I think sometimes maybe, but Swest was playing more than just one champion.
Yeah, then it wasn't. Nasser, because I think he was the jungler for Nasser for most of the time.
What were the other teams? They were like Footballist. There was Nasser. Was there another team?
I think it might have been Footballist.
Okay, 2 minutes. The teams
never mind.
are mentally preparing.
West was also the jungler of Footballist.
Okay. So everybody was everyone and everybody was everywhere.
Can I just clarify something about Hakuna Matata? Because I've read some of the comments on chat. So this Hakuna Matata is like the little brother of the Hakuna Matata that you normally see playing Purge and so on and so forth. So this team, this Hakuna Matata team, is a mix of LFT players that the tournament mods have put together to make a single team. So Monto is a is a grandmaster player, but he also plays competitive. He decided to adopt the team into the Hakuna Matata, but like as a little brother. So not all of them have competitive experience.
So okay. So now it makes sense because I read the notes in the sheet, and it came across like they were well, at least consisting of similar players. But okay,
I
so
think
like
there's
the little
one or
brother.
two.
Okay.
Yeah.
The little brother.
And just to add, please join the Zoo server. We are hosting a couple of giveaways this week and also next week during the finals match. And Kirks will put the
I'll put the link if my beautiful
thank
assistant will
you.
obviously provide me with an updated link. So
I will.
that would be amazing. Obviously, she has already done so, and I'm just too slow. Let me start the poll here, and let me drop the link to the Discord here as well. If this is the wrong one, I will not be held responsible, but it must be the right one. So, if you want to win giveaways, if you want to win anything from custom emotes to maybe even a girlfriend from Mysticon, or you want to be the girlfriend from Mysticon, join the server, follow the steps, and maybe you'll be the winner. And somebody greeted you, Sam. Tapaton said, I hear the real Sam.
Hi Tappy. Okay guys, 5 minutes break is up.
Okay. Of course, Mysticons, I have to save you from the nightmarish, lonesome existence of not having a beautiful E-lady at your side that plays Yumi for you.
But how is she gonna play Yumi if he's gonna play Yumi?
Well, are you familiar with the clown car?
That only
This-
works in one for all.
Well, we never specified the mode we play, right?
Current mode is double cast, right?
It's fine. I think so. Banning the Hecarim, banning the Camille, they don't want to see this champions. Will they commit to the non-ban on the second rotation again to send a message? Tapiton, would you mind explaining your issues with the word E-lady? Lee Sin ban? I wish there was a day when Hecarim and Lee Sin wouldn't be banned, but this will never happen because these champions are unbalanced. Unfortunately, they're evading nerfs patch after patch for reasons unknown to us.
Do you
Ooh, a
by
ban
chance
missed.
know if China's playing Hecarim?
I've only seen the statistics for the ban rate, and I think Hecarim and Lee Sin had a 80 to 90% ban rate when it comes to solo queue in certain elo brackets. Aatrox ban. So, for the love of video games, can we just remove the Yumi? Because I do not want to see another Yumi. Come on. I do not want to see another Yumi. Ivy's got a point. Gotta ban the cat. Please. No! We are back again with another Yumi game. Despair. Hey, if any team is listening, there is this Leona champion, just putting it out there. Will not say more. I want to see a Yumi. No, you don't want to see a Yumi. Everybody in chat, Do you want to see another Yumi? I don't believe so. Why skipping a ban? Strategy. Which strategy? No idea. A Riven
Yeah,
pickup.
actually, in Chinese pro play, the most banned champion is Evelynn, closely followed by Hecarim.
Yeah, these champions are just so easy to pilot and so broken. Well, to be fair, Evelynn is not that easy to pilot compared to Hecarim.
And of course, following that is Akali.
All the champions that get buffed or not nerfed. How interesting.
And Vi for some reason.
Ooh, look at them. They go for the same draft again, like going for the full all-in team composition. Ooh, look, they heard you, Mozilla. They heard you. You said something about Akali, and there they go with an Akali pick. Or just a hubba.
True.
Maybe a pick? There we go. Well, back to another Zeri and Varus ban rotation. Who could have guessed that one? Not me.
They could also lock in Zeri for themselves. It's looking like a very good Zeri game, if they can play it, obviously.
I really wish we had the PC version of Katarina. Am I missing something? I really wish we had the PC version of Zeri where the ultimate is indefinitely extended if you get to auto attack. Please. Zeri has been removed. No more Zeri. Ooh. The fan club of the Golden Dawn is also quite visible in the poll. 76% so far. The Amumu ban. The angry toilet paper. This special.
And you can see the Zeri band coming out from blue side this time, recognizing that it's a very good Zeri angle on R4.
What will they ban next? Will they remove another carry? The Nyla? It's an interesting choice. Honestly, at some point, where can we just see the hyper carry 80 carries? Like literal hyper carries. Varus, finally. Our prayers have been heard.
Varus being left open for this long is very strange, especially when you see the red side team comp. They're lacking a lot of, they're lacking CC in terms of catching people out. They have Gragas ult, obviously, but Gragas ult isn't the most reliable tool to start
The Lulu
fights.
comes in. They are so chunky. But Varus doesn't care.
They also have to itemize a lot of mixed resistances. They're playing against probably 80 Varus. They're playing against Akali, probably AP Gragas. Hopefully it's AP Gragas and not support. And then obviously Riven.
Isn't this like a great Ornn support game? Because if you think about the issues that the team has, Ornn would help so much by just giving you a tool of controlling a fight.
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously kind of giving up trying to punish the Yumi then, if you're picking Ornn, instead of something like Leona, or Karma or whatever. But I'd like Ornn in terms of just running around the map and securing pressure for your top side of the map. And of course, Ornn's ultimate, the Ornn Horn, is very powerful in team fights against this enemy team comp.
I'm not a fan of a Braum pick. I do not like Mr. Braum so much here.
Yeah, they're lacking the reliable auto attackers. Because unless this is on-hit Varus, kind of the only one that can proc Braum passive reliably is Riven.
I mean, to be fair, like if you think about the builds of last game of Set and Galio, it's not too far-fetched that the Nunu will also go tank. So with all their high HP bars, this might even be an on-hit Blade of the Rune King Varus game. What do you think?
I think then you'd just be better off building AP Varus, because he just does a lot more percentage max HP damage than on-hit Varus does, even if you have Akali and Gragas still.
Do you not believe it might be too much of an issue for the enemy team to just be able to buy Force of Nature?
No, I think if you can get to a point where Varus has 3 items, it doesn't matter how many magic resistance items the enemy team has.
Well, Tapeton, we are inside of a draft. Would you rather have us play chess to decide what might happen in our heads? We have to wait until the game starts, like patient little gamers. And then the action commences.
His top lane matchup is again set favored. Seems like Forearms doesn't really have any picks into the blind pick set. Kind of awkward, these picks that he's putting out.
Like, you know, I would really love to see already, in this replay, in this spectate thing, like the runes that Riven has, like the complete rundown of the runes. It'd be very nice to have. Just generally. Oh, do you believe Kai'Sa will go Duskblade or Sense Reaver?
I think she's gonna go Duskblade.
What's your take?
Because I think she's gonna go Duskblade because that's what top 1 Kai'Sa probably does, and she just copies the build.
Oh, Yuumi being caught here off
the
guard,
stun?
actually being denied here. Okay,
Varus
being
could have
alive.
flashed over the wall here, and then just started killing Yuumi.
But Yuumi still has barrier and heal.
I think if you get the stun while she's still in the bush, she has very little chance to escape at that point.
Like, you can hear the Akali passive from the entirety of the map. It's crazy.
Riven winning that straight in top lane and now realizing that Set's HP bar just fills up completely from his passive.
Ooh, I'm not a fan of laners using their abilities to just last hit something, giving the enemy so much opportunity to do something, but I believe the Riven might have some issues here, so we just swap away from the camera. But the Varus seems to be losing now. This is one of the biggest issues with Yuumi lanes. If you do not get them killed instantly, it's they just survive. They just regen up and they kill you because they have so much sustain.
This is all 3 combat summoners gone though from this Yuumi lane. So they lose a lot of pressure in this lane, but they're not going to be under pressure themselves anymore. Because they're playing against Varus Braum.
There's not much gonna happen until level 5. Level 5 something can happen. I think level 5, because the Kai'Sa will not have exhaust for level 5, I believe. They might just get one tap with the Varus ultimate. A little trading happening up here, but instantly being over again. Akali getting away in mid lane, nothing too much happening, going for some decent trading.
I'm Yuumi, and you're warm.
But yeah, gets a deep ward here. Not really showing the chicken camp here, so a little bit less information, but still good information for the Akali to play aggressive. But there's just no damage as Akali does to the Galio. Look, she's just bouncing off.
I mean, this is a matchup where I could understand going hot seal first, because you can reliably proc it by zoning Akali off minion waves, and she can't really do much to you at this point. Oh, Nunu's caught.
Ooh, coming in with the ultimate, being completely locked up. The Galio is coming back in. Nice combo by the Nunu. Oh, nice combo by the Akali going in for a kill. Now the Kai'Sa is in trouble. Gets jumped on, gets CC chained. Nice ulti by the Gragas and the cat. Oh.
And this is where they get punished for not having their combat summoners.
Oh, it's an 07 for the Yuumi. She just was sent back into the Shadow Realm. An immediate death sentence.
Very greedy by Nunu to go for this subtle trap without any control over the river.
Look at the emote being flashed here. The depression already shows.
And this is exactly what Red Side needs, because now they can look for a fight around Rift Herald. Riven is rushing Sandra, which is a very good choice in this matchup, considering that this set is probably gonna rush Heartsteel again.
We got the zoomies.
Oh, he started with boots again. So right now the trades are still heavy favor for Mr. Set, but this will end once Sandra is completed.
Oh, Akali going for the Seastone Trident. I guess to reduce the Galio shield and potentially Nuno ult and Yumi shields, Kaiser shields as well. Set W, there's actually a lot of shields.
Going for the Giga value. Also, the item stats are not even that bad, given like the passive it has.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
look at the damage.
Remember me?
it's more damage than I expected her to do, because she has a completed item, I guess, now against Galio, who doesn't have one. But it's definitely not as much damage as something like Riftmaker would be doing. Oh no, Riven is rushing Trinity Force, not Thundera.
The Phage is despaired. Oh, Gragas, nice
Oh.
flash to avoid certain death here.
Cashing in 46 gold from his first strike.
Oh, if Riven only had build it like would only build towards Divine, that would make the matchup so unplayable for the set. Infinite sustain.
Especially if she teched an Ingenious Hunter, because then she would have Divine after every Q.
Okay, now we're seeing the return of the great.
The instant Herald start on red side. They know they're stronger, so they're utilizing their advantage. They can also just immediately place it mid lane and start getting the mid lane tower, because it seems to be low enough to be in Herald range.
Getting the dragon early on, uncontested Herald here. This will be a lot of gold. Oh please, like the support needs to go away. He's not allowed to be, like, he shouldn't share the gold. Like, look, now we are sharing gold with so many people.
Oh, you
hate
got
to
gold.
see it.
Never mind. Unfortunate. You kind of just only want to gold to go onto Gragas, actually. Everyone else is just not as strong as Gragas right now. Especially with,
Remember me?
I guess, Varus is rushing Essence Reaver probably. So he's not
have
going
a-
mana meal.
We have a Duskblade Kaiser as predicted. We have the Ascent Reaver Varus as also most likely predicted, apart from hoping they would go for like an on-it or an AP Varus. But I mean, even Ascent Reaver could be coming up, going into AP after.
Yeah, I mean, Essence Reaver also just works on the AP scalings that Varus has, right? So if you hit someone with your empowered W on 3 stacks with an Essence Reaver proc with your Q, I think that still procs the Essence Reaver on the AP damage as well.
Braum is being caught, but he still has his jump available. He can jump over the wall if he
Very
gets
tanky.
a chance.
There's just not enough damage to kill this Braum. And this is the price you pay for building defensive items on almost every champion.
Oh, you remember the times when... Oh, nice exhaustion onto the Akali. Now the Akali has to escape from this play. If the Kaiser hits you with the second ability, you also get revealed during your Shroud, so you need to be really careful.
Yeah, Kali trading essentially barrier and ultimate for Kaiser's exhaust. If they can look for an angle onto Kaiser potentially in the next like 80 to 90 seconds up until that exhaust is up again, maybe there's something to be done with Gragas ultimate.
A lot of downtime again until the next objective spawns. The only action we had so far was the play on Braum where he just got to survive. And the Akali play. Akali is now left alone down there against the Yumi with the Kaiser, and we see a big play happening on the other side of the map. They probably have to just let this tower fall, otherwise there's just no chance. Yeah, you just die if you stay for this. Will they trade back here? The question is, why is the Kaiser so afraid of something down here? Because I'm pretty sure they could have just taken the tower, and if Akali stays or does anything fancy or funny, she just dies on the spot.
Yeah,
Unless, of
Akali
course...
went Zhonya's, and Yumi has both her defensive summoners up, so I don't think there's a way that Akali can get a kill here.
I think the only chance is if Akali hits a third ability and hits like a full combo without being interrupted in any way. I think it's like the only chance of anything happening. Because Akali
Yeah, I
doesn't
feel
even
like
have
even
Ignite,
then-
right?
I feel like even then you have Yumi shields, you have heal, barrier, and you have Kai'Sa ult. It's very difficult to get something done here.
But that you hear the Akali sounds on the other end of the map is so weird. Like, I just hear like a trading thing when I'm looking top lane. Yeah,
Another
Braum just
engagement
jumps
with
over the
Braum.
wall. The Braum is just too tanky, just can't die. I just don't have the damage yet.
Looking sharp.
Always looks so weird to see the Duskblade into an Ashes combo on Kai'Sa.
Yeah, not a fan of it.
Imagine the damage with the Sentry, but it's also a Kraken, Kai'Sa, no? Keep that in mind.
I'm Yumi, and you're warm.
Next dragon coming up. We have a potential Ice Soul point available once this dragon is taken care of. The Gragas is being caught here, but the Braum is there to protect him. Flashes over the wall, gets knocked down again. The Varus is stuck in a very bad spot and can't get anything done. We see there's an exchange of a lot of abilities. The Akali's in the middle, gets knocked away by the set, goes into stasis. Goes out with the ultimate ability. Now the Yumi counter engages. A big play, nothing will happen to their team and they just get the kill on the Gragas. Getting this kill will now solidify an easy dragon pickup.
I think they tried to buy time, that's why Red Side re-engaged, so Riven can get this top lane turret. But unfortunately her wave was just too small and she can't get the turret in time.
We are jamming to the Nunu with the sounds. Ah, there's a Braum.
Harsh spot
And,
again.
oh, nice ultimate to the background. This is the best trade of a Kai'Sa. They'll all be ran down, but the exhaust onto the Braum, I do not know if you really wanted to commit for this. And we get like a free pickup here, and the Nunu even survives. Ooh, and the
Riven is
Riven
in mid
actually
lane now
went for...
engaging.
Look at Riven's items.
Oh. Flashing away from the wind.
She has Trinity Force in her inventory.
And she's
This
going Black
dragon
Fever
pickup.
now.
Very interesting item pickups, and this dragon now secures or solidified the soul point for Team Golden Dawn for an Ice Soul.
Also very awkward that the HAKUNA Matata team is just not just grouping with their huge gold advantage. They had a 5k gold lead, shrunk down to like 2.5k now, and they gave up Dragon in the process.
And Gragas fully completed. Like, look, he has a Lich Bane and fully completed Morellonomicon.
I'm Yumi, and you're warm.
And this time there's not even a Gragas on the enemy team to warrant any anti-heal.
It makes it so much more difficult. Like, if you build items that don't really contribute anything towards the game state, you just make it harder for yourself to carry, because building items that have another purpose usually have stats that are severely worse than other items that are better. Like, for example, like, imagine Gragas has, what, Lich, Luden's Echo into Infinity Orb? And then a Rabadon? That's an entirely different beast. Look at how Riven is
Engaging onto
struggling
Galio.
with the Galio. Such an extended fight, and now the Nunu even comes around the corner. Ooh, but
Braum
he will
is here as
escape.
well.
No problem. But on the other hand, we have the Akali taking care with the Gragas of the set. A free pickup here. Took them a while, but they got it done. But now, will the Varus try for it? Look at them. They're trying to sneak the Snatcher right in front of them. Absolutely crazy. The
They have-
DPS... Oh, guys. They need to kill the Nunu, but they will not be able to. Hitting the combo onto the Varus, ulting on top of the Killing Instinct.
Oh, Gragas?
Gragas got it! And they get the kill!
Oh.
The Braum!
The shutdown.
Oh my god, Snap's a disaster!
Gallius ulting in.
Oh, Gallius left alone. The Nunu's trying to escape with the cat. He gets away, but the Gallius on 1 HP maybe escapes as well, but he escapes. There's just no way.
What a messy team fight. And again, the Nunu, or rather the last game he was,
I'm Yumi, and
what was he
you're
again last
warm.
game? Card? No.
The person who played Kha'Zix is not in this game. It was on the team. Like Nitro is the jungler that subbed in.
No, I mean, what was Nunu playing last game again?
What's the champion?
He lost.
Diana.
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 Going in for another engage.
He stole an objective last game, right? So now he got an objective stolen against him. Arguably a much more important objective now with Baron gone.
They have another chance with the soul spawning, making it a little bit easier for them. Finding an engage here again. The set is super tanky. Like Riven is too tanky. Oh no, Riven has a disconnect. No, she will be picked up. And now the Nunu, the Gragas will die as well. The Varus is left alone in the backline, gets picked up. Now the Braum is alone.
And this means it's Dragon Soul.
Oh, this was... Unless the Akali's in a very good spot to make something happen here. Jumps on, will probably execute the Nunu. She doesn't get off the R2 because she's chain CC'd. Uh-oh, Nunu. Ah, well, never mind, you just healed for full. The man doesn't care. Look, he just chomps him, executes them, and now they get the Dragon Soul. Oh no. Oh, the Riven's disconnect. Oh no. It's a tragedy. I wish we had the pause button. So what do you think?
Unfortunate circumstances. I feel like at this now the game's just incredibly difficult to play because Kai'Sa has so much gold in her pockets. Nunu's completely unkillable.
Really hurts me. I see 3 AP champions and 2 AP champions on team of HAKUNA Matata, but none of them has Rabadon.
And none of them are Rabadons. 2 of them have completed Morellos. And Gragas went crowned for some reason against 3 tanks. And 1 DPS champion.
They lack so much damage. They make it just so much harder than it needs to be. But they will be given another chance. Oh, will this snowball get sent? Braum, you need to block it. Braum, you need to block it. Oh no, Varus is caught now because the Braum didn't block it. Stasis on the spot. Gets combo, but not as a turn.
Oh, the bait.
Will Varus have enough damage to get something done? But the Nunu just walks it off casually. Doesn't even give a single damn. Nice damage by the Varus.
Thank you.
Ooh, Riven now
Riven
split
again
pushing
on
here.
the split push. You can see, I think Zed tried to all in Akali here. Burned his ignite on bot lane.
Ooh, Riven. Riven is caught here. She will most definitely fall to the Kai'Sa, misses the flash, gets killed. Ooh, this will now spell Baron, certainly, for this team. Unless we see another steal by the Gragas. He's done it before, he can do it again. Varus from his ultimate, just a matter of seconds.
Ton of Baron damage. With his, between his Q, his ultimate, and his empowered W.
Kali is in the pit now. The Braum is now in front line, getting flung into the backline. The Varus is nearly dead to the combo. Oh, Kali's alone. There's multiple fronts here. The Galli is ulting in to just make some time. Will the Akali escape this fight? Yes, Kali is escaping. The Braum jumped over. They're all on the retreat. Kai'Sa going in. The nice flash combo up there. It's an entire massacre up there. Akali? No, she died again before she could reactivate the ult. This is what we want to see.
It's just not enough. They don't
It's
have
an
enough damage.
entire clean house. Everybody but Kai'Sa survives. And now
Gragas
they'll...
finishing Riftmaker now.
Ooh, the Gragas is doing some questionable things, but this Baron will be most likely secured unless the Riven has another word to say. Please don't disconnect if you go for this play. Show us what you can do if you want to do it. Oh, she doesn't want to do it. Oh, she's indecisive. What will she do? Goes in with the
I don't think
ultimate.
she has the damage.
Oh, wait for it. Secured by the Nunu. With Riven now dead, I don't think there's any chance of them defending Elder.
Yeah, I mean, Riven dying before every major objective now. The initial one was because of a disconnect. Now because she overstayed trying to contest an objective that she couldn't secure. Kind of awkward for Red Side Team Comp.
Ooh, the only chance is Gragas with a miracle steal. Even then, the fight afterwards will most likely be lost regardless. Getting a very high tense situation. Akali hits the E onto the Nunu, but nothing will happen. The chain of corrupts are being thrown out. Gragas ult as well. Nobody's dying yet. The Kai'Sa ults into the backline, nearly gets one shot. Akali has R2, misses the R2, gets killed on the spot. Kai'Sa is now completely left alone with the Yuumi on top. It's just a matter of time until everyone dies. Like lambs to the slaughter. Unless they overchase here, it's a free Elder for them. Quickly secure. On the other side of the map, we just see them pick up the inhibitor. Riven now flashing away back into the base. Braum gets picked up. Needed to wait a little bit more to get. Oh no, the body slam didn't reach. Oh, Gragas.
Oh no.
He gets killed by the second ability of Kai'Sa.
And Zed is knocking onto the doors of the Nexus.
No, it's just all on the set. The next wave is coming in. The Varus might be able to defend it. Baron is dissipating now. There's only an Elder left, but Monto is alone. There's an angry snowball guy. Akali has another word to say. Hits the third ability. Goes in. Instantly Zhonya's. Oh no, the Nunu will one-tap you. Oh, survives. The cat just died to
Yuumi
the
died?
Nexus. Why are they running away? They could have finished the game here. Oh no. The Varus turns the game.
What is happening?
The Gali starts
Nexus
running
is
away from the
180
Nexus.
HP.
They could have just finished the game here, but the Galio dropped aggro, and then all these squishies tanked the Nexus and got blown apart, and that's all with Elder. This sequence of events turned the game into a point where they might actually lose.
I think it's still very difficult for HAKUNA Matata to come back here, but at least there's a chance now.
There is hope. The Galio is...
This is exactly what they're looking for.
The Galio is too tanky, but he will eventually fall to the Varus unless he gets to run away. He doesn't. But now, the Nunu's in the middle. The Elder is still making his worth. Varus deals so much damage now. The Elder is doing so much work, literally carrying the entirety of the fight. The Nunu's just chomping people left and right. All he has to do is auto-attack them once and let the Elder do the work. The Braum will fall to Elder, gets executed. Ooh, another one on the list of this Nunu. He is unstoppable. Goes for the poor Varus. Varus is blown up, and the game is most likely now over. There's no chance. This Nunu is too fed. Look at him.
Elder is gone in 4 seconds. They might be overdiving here in the Akali.
Nah, he just doesn't give a damn. They just end the game. Oh my god, this Nunu was an absolute machine. From losing this Baron to running over the entirety of Team HAKUNA Matata with a cat on his shoulders.
This is kind of why we were talking about the 80 Varus not dealing enough damage here. Although he did obviously deal the most damage in his team. Any kind of DPS variant of Varus or another hyper carry champion probably could have taken these tanks down a lot faster.
And for you AP champions, you really need to have an earlier Rabadon. You need more damage. Like if you look at your items and you have 2 fully completed Morellonomicons, what is the purpose? If you want to cut healing, invest the little amount of gold for the Oblivion Orb, just for the healing reduction if it's required. But don't fully invest into a fully completed item, stunting your build, delaying your Rabadon, and then you don't have any AP.
Especially on a champion like Gragas, who just got his AP ratios heavily buffed.
Man, and this marks the end of today's series. We have a 2-0 for Team Golden Dawn over Team HAKUNA Matata.
It did end up being a 2-0, but it was a much closer affair than the score lets out.
That is true. It was way closer with a lot of emotions, like a roller coaster. Just the end of the game, the Baron steal. So many things happened that made this game very eventful, and we can just say GG's to both teams. They definitely tried their best. Kind of sad that the Riven had these disconnects, but what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, I think if Riven went Sandra this game, she would have been unstoppable with how much HP the enemy team was building. Especially because before, like, the mid-game fights where Kai'Sa suddenly got 3 or 4 kills, they didn't have any damage to take down a Sandra Riven, essentially.
If the Riven had Sandra, it would have been such a huge difference maker in the side lane. Really checking the runes here. We get the first strike Varus. I think Conqueror would have been so much better this game. No, given the entirety of how this game will be played.
Yeah, Conqueror, Lethal Tempo, anything, honestly.
Mark of the week on the Braum. Interesting technology. You're also a melee champion. As a melee champion, you should take a look at Second Wind. It's way too broken for you. Same for the Galio. It's way too good value-wise. If you just take a look at what it does for people. Like, Set didn't even trade that much, if I'm mistaken, and still just performed so well.
Yeah, and as well for a champion like Galio, while Coach of the Colossus might seem good, you get a lot more value for your entire team if you're going for Font of Life here, especially if you're building Heartsteel. You have so much bonus HP that Font of Life healing suddenly becomes extremely impactful. Because if you look at Braum's Font of Life healing stats, who didn't have a Heartsteel and didn't have enough gold to essentially buy as much HP, he already healed like 1.5k.
And you need to think about Braum sometimes has a difficulty of even applying Font of Life properly, so it's getting procced by his teammates. Because look at the team, like at the champions they have. Like, who's gonna reliably proc Font? So the value is probably a lot higher if there was other champions on his team.
Yeah, I mean, if you had other champions with ranged poke abilities, like Kai'Sa W or Kai'Sa Q, or champions that could reliably just walk up and get damage done, that are tanky enough like this Nunu, you didn't have any of those on the right side team comp.
Okay, I have to bounce now because, well, other commitments are waiting. The next series, well, series will be happening tomorrow because it's, well, it's going to be free. I'll be dying afterwards, and all of you will be at fault, so think about that. And we'll see each other tomorrow at 12:30 CET. So, catch your breath and see you tomorrow.
See y'all.
See you all. Thank you, Mozilla. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Cook, for casting the game. See you tomorrow.